Hi, I'm Mayor Bob Foster. Welcome to Heart of the City. We're out here on the west side of town today, and we're going to see a couple of interesting things. We're standing here with Joan Greenwood, who's a longtime Wrigley resident and a very active person in the community. And Joan, we're standing out in front of your house, are we not?
Yes, we are.
Well, we noticed that you have a little different lawn, and I just heard that, in fact, you are involved in the Mulch program, and you've converted your lawn, took it out actually, and replaced it with mulch. So my question to you is, why'd you do that?
Okay, well, lawn is very wasteful of water and our resources. We also need more habitat in Long Beach for the hummingbirds, the butterflies, the bees. And it's a lot easier to care for it. Now, I'm actually in the kill your lawn phase. So the mulch is to help stop the weeds and other grass from coming up before I actually get into the planting. So the mulch will be moved, and I'll be planting coastal scrub sage.
Okay, so it won't look like this. Oh, I misunderstood that. Okay, so you're using the mulch, which we'll talk about what that program is later, but you're using the mulch to be able to kill the lawn, and then subsequently you're going to put drought-resistant native kind of plants in place of your lawn.
Yes, yes. Be much easier to take care of and far better for our environment.
You will save a lot of water. Now, how did you find out about this mulch program?
Well, Wrigley's always been at the forefront of the native plant movement, and it started with Ken Gore and two former Wrigley residents, Emily Wilson and Tom Ader, and they started a little project which is now Cressa Park, a purely native park here in Wrigley, and that was in the early 90s. So they were strong advocates of native plants, and we managed to convince the county to go native when they did the flood control project. And all of a sudden, it's now very important, very high visibility, especially with our water department, which has done a fantastic job of promoting the natives and this lawn to garden concept.
And it looks terrific. And people think these things do not look attractive. They look attractive. They're much better for the environment. They use a lot less water. So I applaud you for that. Now, how about cost? Is this more expensive or less expensive?
I think overall it's going to be a lot less expensive. And I finally realized when I talked to the volunteers down at Cressa Park, we can do it ourselves.
Terrific. Well, was the mulch expensive, or do you get that for free, or how does that work?
We get the mulch for free from the city now.
Well, terrific. Now, does it take a long time? Is this a huge project? Can anybody do this?
You want to give it plenty of time. You want to start it in the fall and get the rains. Now, I've been really lucky because of this deep, heavy rainstorms we've had. It's really brought up the weeds. So I've been able to nip them in the bud, so to speak, and get rid of them early on, as well as the grass. The grass does keep coming up, the winter rye. So yes, it's a process. It's probably the most lengthy process. The city, the water department website has a wonderful online landscaping course. Gives you the resources so you can learn how to do it.
That's terrific. That's a lot of information. Thank you for that. And, you spoke about winter rye, and we golfers understand what winter rye is. We like winter rye, but I understand it does take water. So, listen, I want to thank you. That was very informative. This is Bob Foster for Heart of the City, standing out in front of Joan Greenwood's house that is in the process of being converted to a more natural habitat and one that uses a lot less water. Hi, we're back, and we're here with Larry Rich. This is the city's sustainability coordinator, and as you can see, we're standing in front of a big pile of mulch. Now, you may not know what mulch is, because I know I needed to be educated on it, and Larry, I think you're the perfect person to tell us. Can you give us a little idea what mulch is, what the city program is, what the benefits of it are?
Yes, absolutely. So mulch in this case is ground up trees. So we call this wood chip mulch, and it's coming from the city's street tree trimming operations. And normally that material is disposed of outside of the city, but we've taken the opportunity of the large amounts of mulch that are processed through the city to begin to redirect it onto city vacant lots and parks. Mulch has all these benefits that include keeping weeds down, retaining moisture and saving water, beautifying vacant lots that would otherwise be strewn with trash and stuff like that, potentially, and weeds. And so we have a new program that's a mulch home delivery program where we can actually bring a truckload of mulch to a resident's home We started the program in early December, and we've had about 50 people sign up, and we have more capacity. We have more mulch than we know what to do with. So we can bring you a pickup truck load. It's about 2.5 cubic yards of mulch, which covers about a 30 by 30 foot area. And people are using this when they're wanting to replace their lawns, but they're also using it in their existing planter beds. So anywhere that there's bare dirt in your landscaping, you could or should have mulch on top of it. And since we have so much of this mulch, and since we have a partnership with the Pacific Gateway Workforce Investment Network, we have youth workers available to bring this mulch to your home, either pile it in your driveway, on your front yard, or wheelbarrow it into your backyard. And we want to get as much mulch out there as possible.
So you get this from all over the city from tree trimming operations, and you deliver it free of charge. We guess we're providing some work for youth workers as well in doing so. Now, what's the total cost of this program? If you're an average resident in Long Beach, does this cost us a lot of money?
Well, the workers are paid for through workforce grants that are gotten from the state and federal governments, and so they're being paid minimum wage. There's 4 of them on a crew, along with a team leader that's getting paid a little bit more. And so we haven't really calculated what a delivery costs, and at this point we are making these available at no cost, because of course the mulch is free, and the city would have to pay to dispose of it at a disposal facility.
I was downtown, I guess maybe about 6, 8 months, maybe even a year ago, and I know we had a big pile of mulch and we were spreading it all over a vacant lot, I think on Atlantic or Long Beach Boulevard. And is that your program? It's going to call Mulch a Lot, and I think what we're doing is, as you said, you see a lot of vacant lots around, you see garbage, debris, and you see a lot of really weeds growing up, and it looks very bad. The mulch is now a program to put it on vacant lots and suppress those activities.
That's correct. We started Operation Mulch a Lot, as we call it, last year, and that's the putting of large amounts of mulch on vacant lots. And so there's about 20 vacant lots that have gotten mulch on them, but those are big jobs that can't be done by hand. They're done with tractors and all of that. And so we wanted an opportunity to engage our youth workforce. And obviously when you're putting mulch on someone's front yard, you're not going to use a tractor. So it's appropriate for sort of hand labor and pitchforks, and it gives these kids something to do. And while they're doing it, we give them kind of the big picture. We tell them all about mulch and how this is helping the city.
Now, if you wanted to find more about this program, where can we go online to look at it? What if I want additional information about how to do this, why to do it, who to call?
Right. So the Office of Sustainability's website is sustainablelb.com. And if you go there, you will see the link. It's a red wheelbarrow that talks about the mulch home delivery program. There's a one-page form that you can fill out to set up your own home delivery. Right now, we have enough of a backlog that we're not able to schedule a delivery until about 3 weeks from the time you make your request. But there's information on mulch there as well, and the benefits.
Well, thank you. I know that we're all trying to conserve water. The city's done a great job in terms of, I believe we use about the same amount of water in total as we did about 20 or 30 years ago, even though we have a lot greater population. It's very important. So we urge you to consider this. Go online, take a look at it. Some of these yards are very beautiful. This image that somehow this is not attractive is wrong. They look very nice, and they use a lot less water and are easier to take care of. So go online to the city's website, to the Office of Sustainability, as you were told, and I think you'll find out more about mulch, more about how you can help save water in the city of Long Beach. So, Larry, I want to thank you for all your help. Thanks for all you do for the city. This is Bob Foster signing off the Heart of the City, connecting you to Long Beach.